And the audience.
Cheers, everybody. There we go.
All right. You know, public speaking is the most fearful thing a person can overcome. And once you overcome it, it's the most powerful tools that you can ever have. Now, according to the biography written by Josh Levine for Jerry Seinfeld, Much Ado About Nothing, according to most studies, people's number one fear is public speaking. Number two is death. Death is number two. Does that seem right? So according to most people, if you're going to a funeral, you're better off in the casket than if you're giving the eulogy. That's just not right. What exactly are we afraid of? I mean, what am I afraid of? Am I afraid of what you guys think of me? How I look, how I present myself? Well, frankly, guys, some of y'all I've never met before. And after this speech, I'll never see you again. So what are we afraid of? That's really, really simple. So now let's take a gander at. We got to face our fears. Well, we got to face our fears with anything. You're afraid of heights? Climb to the tallest building. You're afraid of bugs? Get a bug. If you're afraid of public speaking, speak. And this is something that you've been doing the majority of your life. According to Child Development, a book written by Laura Burke, most people have been speaking since the age of 2. You've been speaking since you were the age of 2. Probably the most thing that you are so good at is speaking. I mean, you speak to your friends, you speak to your classmates, you speak to your parents, you speak to your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You're always speaking. Public speaking is every part of your life. So what is the difference if I'm up here as opposed to sitting right next to you? According to the Complete Idiot's Guide to Public Speaking, a book written by Lori Rosix, you face these fears and you break that tension right from the get-go. They talk about opening up with a joke. Well, who's the joke really for? The audience or you? It's actually for you. You want to ease these tensions because just before you get up on the stage, your butterflies are flying, you're feeling nauseous, and then all of a sudden, oh, you feel like you're going to puke. If you're afraid of what the audience thinks of you beforehand, what if you start puking all over stage? What are they going to think about you then? Or even the first rows, they get splashback. Oh my God, they are not going to like you at all if they get puke all over them. So you got to turn those things around. Break the tension. For example, if I was to stand up and want to do a speech on quantum mechanics, my opening line would, good afternoon, my name is Michael. I'm a Gemini. I like to take long walks on the beach. Within 3 seconds, I've already broken the tension. I put it out there. Most people are aware of opening cheesy lines on dating profiles, especially those who want to sit and listen to you talk about quantum mechanics. Which brings me to my next point. You got to relate to the audience. Know your audience. A long time ago, I was waiting tables at Denny's restaurant. And 2 old ladies come in, they sit in my section, they sat down, first they order water to drink. All right, that's free. And as a server, I'm making $2.13 an hour, and I'm relying on tips to put food on my table. And so they decided to share a moons over my hammy. 1 plate, moons over my hammy. They want to share it. They want to split it. It's 2 old ladies. So that's a $6, $7 plate. So the math is going through my head, so I'm not really too happy about this. And one of the old ladies looks at me and she says, you know what, she may be paying the bill, but I'm taking care of the tip. So you better be extra nice to me. So I did the math in my head, $6, $7 plate. Thinking, ma'am, $1? I'm not going to kiss your ass for $1. I said it with a smirk, and I walked away. That lady left me a $20 tip. I was able to read this sarcastic lady and give her sarcasm right back. Now, that's only an audience of 2 old ladies at a Denny's restaurant, but that's something that you can apply to anything. Know your audience. all you're doing is you want to break that tension, you want to talk, and if you get a smile, you get a nod, you get a chuckle, you get somebody just recognizing that you're doing okay, that breaks the tension, it eases the ice. Now, once you've identified exactly what you're afraid of, and then you've taken those steps to ease the tensions, so to speak, you want to realize the power that you have. Hitler, Adolf Hitler, when he started speaking, he was not very good, he was not very effective, people didn't follow him, he ended up in jail. But as he got better as a speaker, he rose to power. According to a book, The Chronicles of a Dictatorship, Hitler's Speeches and Proclamations, Hitler would often show up late to his speeches. Builds the anticipation. And he would stand up on stage at attention until everybody stopped what they were doing and looked at him. Sometimes up to an hour. He realized the power that he had. He's up on stage. He owns that stage. And he took that power and he took over a country and he changed the world. And that might not be a very positive example when it comes to public speaking, but it is an example of how powerful the spoken word is and what you can do with it. Now, with great power comes great responsibility. We don't need another Hitler. We don't want another Hitler. So be gentle with the power that you have. Find out what works for you. You know, what's going to turn those butterflies in your stomach to some positive energy? You might listen to a song over and over and over again. It means nothing, but when you say, I love you for the first time to that certain specific something, and that song is playing in the background, now that song is going to remind you of that wonderful moment. You've been speaking your entire life. All the times you're speaking, what are some of the great things? Remember some of the great things that you use. Or maybe a bartender or a waiter or a preacher or a teacher. What did they do that really got your attention, made you feel comfortable? Use those type of things. And then you get up there and you have a confidence and you can turn those butterflies into an adrenaline. Finally, we want to follow the rules of showmanship. You've broken the tension. You got icebreakers, and you're using icebreakers when you go from topic to topic to topic. But know when to shut up. Why would you want to go on for an hour when something can be said in 10 minutes? Listen about this. You're listening to a speech and it goes on and on and on and on and on and on, and all you want is a break? Well, know when to shut up. Leave on a high note. Always want them leaving the note. Stand-up comedians are the best public speakers out there. They do it on a daily basis, every night, after night, after night. I'm here all week, try the deal, tip your waitresses, that type of thing. When they leave on a great joke, it's wonderful. But if they leave on a joke that's mediocre, well, immediately they have something else that they can add to it. Or if they have a joke that kicks butt, and they know they can't top it, they'll end early. Just like I'm going to do right now. Bye.